This is the WIFR News Update at 10.
A funeral home losing the remains of more than 60 individuals inspires a change in the state law. Local owners call it the right step towards accountability. Illinois will see nearly 300 new laws starting next week. One of those is the Integrity in Death Care Act. WIFR's Nathaniel Langley sees why funeral directors say it will protect you even after you're gone.
It could be one of our last wishes, finding a final resting place hassle-free. Problem is, sometimes that isn't the case if a funeral home loses your body. If that happens, this new act makes those responsible for that worst case face time behind bars.
The body is in our van, in our removal van. The body is then...
This is how Tim Honquest processes human remains into his funeral home.
We are using scanners now to scan the individual with a photo of them.
Starting in 2025, the Integrity in Death Care Act makes Honquest's process the law. Funeral homes must have chains of custodies. Olson Funeral Services begins its chain with scanners like these.
Everybody's got a phone now, and that's what we use for the scanning of it. It just works a little bit more smoothly.
Software will tell Olson where a body is, from intake to burial. For Honquest, it's common sense enshrined into law.
When we bring them into our care, they're trusting us that that body is going to be properly identified.
A funeral home in southern Illinois losing the remains of more than 60 decedents inspired the act. The stolen car and body from Collins and Stone Funeral Home reminds local directors of their job stakes.
You're supposed to bring that right back to the funeral home and then bring it into the funeral home's care. Never to leave a body alone anywhere.
Both funeral directors say they've never lost a body. This new law requires them to keep that streak. But Olson worries nothing remains on the books for cremated remains.
The state of Illinois doesn't really care. The onus is on the funeral home to make sure that we're doing the right thing and getting the ashes back to the family in a timely manner.
Honquest hopes another new law would require funeral homes to have a refrigerator. He believes smaller homes aren't keeping bodies in the cold.
Thank you, Nathaniel. And if the state receives a complaint about a funeral home mishandling remains, its premises will be inspected within 10 business days. Those who intentionally violate the new law face a Class 4 felony.